Okay, my science people, in response to some of the issues we've had with losing testing, assessment suites, I wanted to show you some things that I've messed with the item bank. So I'm going to illuminate from our website. I am going to click on Create an Assessment, and I'm going to click on Item Bank. It takes just a minute to open up. From there, I'm going to choose the standard mode. You can read all that, as you're working through it. I'm going to name it Biology Sample. I'm going to pick 1920 as the year, and I like to put grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. And the subject I'm going to choose is science. From there, what standards are you assessing? I'm going to kind of do this randomly. So you can pick cross-cutting concepts from the next generation, if you wanted to work on those. Right now I'm going to pick standards of excellence. And I'm going to pick science. And I think I'm going to do biology. And as you can see, it tells you how many items are there for the different standards. For the sake of this, I'm just going to go to this one because there seem to be a lot of questions, and I'm going to click that. Notice it said selected. I could do multiple ones if I wanted to, but for right now I'm going to focus on that, and I'm going to click next. From there, there's all kinds of things you can click on. That's the standard we chose. This is all the different places, the banks that it's pulling from. I'm going to show you how you can get different item types. You can get multiple choice. Some of these are only available if you do it online. If you printed it, you wouldn't be able to do it. Think about like a drop down. You couldn't do that unless it was online. So I'm just kind of randomly picking some of these things and do an update filter. You can do it with or without passages. There's all kinds of things that you can do. But as you can see, it's given me 130 items from that particular standard. And I was noticing that some of them seemed like DOK1 and some of them seemed really tricky. If you go to attributes, you can pick languages, difficulty level, media type where it's only available online. But I noticed you can even pick your depth of knowledge. So if you wanted to make sure you had some recall, add those, and then make sure you had some higher order for practice, just for, getting ready for the rigor of the EOC. Right there, I just picked DOK3. There's a lot of compare and contrast. Look at this, this picture, which organelle performs a function similar to that of the lungs. It's not as straightforward as just vocabulary. So just say that I want to choose this question. I click add. Say I want to choose this one. I add. Let me go through and kind of just randomly choose some different ones. All right, page 2. Now, I noticed that it didn't have any drop downs or anything. That's probably because I picked the DOK3. If you had not chosen that or got rid of that in the filter, it would offer you more. So I've randomly chosen these items. I'm going to click next. Here's what I've selected. From there, I'm going to click next again. You can do all your print options here. So you can print the test out. Like if I wanted the question spacing to be bigger, if I had a constructed response, do I want it to be blank or lined? Do I want my font larger? And all of that. If you generate, I do want you to see this because it reminded me a lot of ExamView. That just brought up a PDF down here in the corner of my screen. So I'm going to open it. And so there you have a printed test, but you don't have to print the test. You can also click next and then publish and administer. And from there, you do an administration, just like when I taught you the flexible assessment. And so your kids could take that online. So I hope that's a quick overview of using the item bank to create an assessment from a particular standard. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks.